Hola, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, I have to say Happy New Year. Welcome to 2026. And you're welcome to another episode of Endzone Exchange. Yeah, that's the name. That's what we're talking about. And with me, I have these amazing faces and symbols of Abuja flag football. Ladies and gentlemen, so by my extreme left is Cole, Akinaremu Cole. I'm correct, right? Yeah, who's on Cole? One of the finest players of Abuja flag football. Next to him is no other person but Asmau, the most decorated female player in the history of Abuja flag football. I'll keep it short with myself. It's your one and only Johnny OJ. Johnny OJ, yes, that's my camera here. One of the co-anchors of our talk show. And now, I guess for today, people call him Honorable, people call him ED, people call him Commissioner, but he is one of the founding members, pioneers of this amazing sports and community of Abuja flag football. No other person but Honorable Idris Shuabu.
Thank you, Johnny.
Is our guest today, and we're talking about the history of the game, the legends of the game, the rivalries of the game, the foundation of the game, and he's the best person that can engage us, or we can engage him in this conversation. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm good, man. Johnny, Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
Beautiful year. I think 2026 is looking to be our greatest year yet. We say that.
Yeah.
So let's see how that goes.
It should be.
And congratulations, bro. On getting married.
Congrats.
Thank you so much.
You got married? Yo. It happened so fast.
Yeah, I'll put this to you. Thank you so much, Johnny. I appreciate it. I feel like a different man.
I was like, well, yeah, different guy.
What can you relate to? I can't relate.
I'm nervous, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Right, so when we're talking about the history of the game, and now when we talk about history, we're not taking you to United States of America, the original history of flag football. We're keeping it simple here in Abuja. Idris, when was the first flag football game played? How was it like?
Thank you so much,
What
Johnny.
can you remember?
So, first flag football game. I think in regards to that, I would have to take you guys all the way back to the first day we threw a ball in Abuja. So on that day, Babani and I came out. We just came back from school, just got done playing, and we're like, listen, it's time for us to continue playing this game. We cannot let it go, right? It's a game that we fell in love with, built our character. Basically everything that I embody today, I believe, came from the sport. So we had to do this here in Nigeria. So it was just about us coming out and playing ball on our own.
Nice.
But on that first day, when we came outside, we went to City Park, right, to throw ball. So we booked the space. It was like, how much at that point? Maybe 2K to play for an hour or something.
What year was this?
This was 2018.
2018?
Yes. So we booked the space, we went in, and we were throwing our ball, doing our warm-ups as per usual. So this random dude pulled up. He's like, hey guys, how far? Nice to meet you. We're like, oh yeah, nice to meet you too. He's like, listen, somebody just left this space right now. He was just training here and he just left. And it's this sport that he was playing. And normally he plays this thing alone.
No
We're like,
way.
oh, for real? Like, yeah, okay, call him now. All right, cool. He called him on the phone, bro. 10 minutes later, this guy pulled up. Musti.
Hey!
Shout out to Musti.
That was the day we met Musti, right? The first day we came out to throw a football was the day we met Musti.
Yo.
Yeah. So we trained together. Obviously, you know Musti. After training, he will still go for training. So we trained together on that day. Automatically, we became friends, right? Over time, we kept coming back to City Park to play. In that process, we met Wale, right? We met, you remember Buff Wale. So we met Wale, and then we met this dude that was a very, very nice, calm, cool dude. And he's like, hey guys, you guys are paying for this space. I know a space that you can go that is brand new, that you can just go and play ball for free. I know the owner. All right, cool. You know, we like free things.
Oh.
You get my point?
Don't be today.
So that's how this guy introduced us to Central Park. At that point, Central Park was brand new.
Oh,
Yeah.
Central Park.
Right.
Junkyard, close to Junkyard.
Yeah,
Okay.
close to Junkyard. So we went to Central Park and we started playing ball there. So while playing in Central Park, Wale brought his NYSC friend, who is this guy's twin, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Right?
Macho Brothers.
Yeah. So Wale brought Jimmy
Yeah.
to the field. So of course, Wale, Jimmy, Musti, in my opinion, are three people that brought, I would say, 70% of the people that are in the AFFL till date.
Shout out to Wally.
Shout out to those
Shout
guys.
out to Musi. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out
So-
to Jimmy.
Shout out to Jimmy.
So at the same time, of course, Babani and I,
Yeah.
we did our own part in going around town with a ball, going to different parties with a ball, and actively
parties with
recruiting
the ball.
people. Yeah. So that's actually how we met Wale. We went to a party. We're with the ball, and then this dude just go with his British accent at that point.
Who's that?
I don't know how to form British accent. No, Wale.
Wale, okay.
I don't know how to form
Yeah.
British accent, but at that
Wale,
point,
Wale,
Wale
British
came,
boy.
with his innits.
Yo,
I used
yeah.
I used to play this shit back in the UK, man. In UK, fam. So-
IKGB, you believe them, anything they tell you. I play
For real.
basketball, I'm a boxer. Oh,
Yep.
Come on, man.
So we met Wale from a party. Different people, we met them. We recruited from random situations that we went to. And that's how everything began. We were just playing touch football at that point.
2018.
And then there was this dude that we met towards that time. His name is Soma,
Okay.
right? So Soma, a really cool guy. He started playing with us, and he was like, you know what? Why don't we? Because we were looking for flags. So we heard about flag football
No
during the
way.
process of playing touch football,
No.
because we didn't even know it was a sport.
No way.
Yeah. So Soma was like, hey, listen, you guys don't need to buy flags. I can produce them for you.
No.
Yeah.
Man.
So literally he stitched flags.
It's amazing.
And our first ever flags that we used were stitched, right?
No way.
So at that point, we were playing at Central Park, and then we moved to Millennium Park. And then, of course, we moved to the stadium.
Yeah.
So when we moved to the stadium, it became a bit more intense. Because when we were at the stadium, we started playing scrimmages. Because prior to that, it was all just warm-ups, all just training, routes, things like that, doing the route tree, learning defense, things like that. But then when we went to the stadium, we started playing scrimmages. So at that point, of course, we had a lot of people join.
Yeah.
People like Ike,
Nice.
people like Izu, Casey,
the elites.
Chingy,
The elites.
right? Chingy.
Yes.
Chingy is also
Is an OG.
an
yeah.
OG in the league. Chingy, Frankie, right?
Frankie,
yeah, like
okay.
these guys, like
No
they
way.
joined very early. Frankie left for a while and came
Okay.
back. So these guys joined very early. So during that period, we started playing scrimmages, but there was one problem about what we did, right? Yes, we played flag, but we all came from the background of tackle.
Tackle.
So we were still blocking,
No.
right? We were blocking like
You guys didn't really
crazy.
understand the rules.
We didn't
of
know.
flag.
We didn't know what the hell flag was, but we like to. So, for example, if a running back is going on a maybe toss play, right? He came with a blocker.
Shit.
Blocker would take somebody out, and then the runner.
Man, bring that back, bro. I don't mind it.
Asmau would have played in that era.
Listen, that's how it was at that point. Then we started getting interest from ladies. So that was the changing point of everything. So when ladies became interested, then we're like, okay, we have to take out blocking.
Let me hold you on that. When you talk about ladies now, because
Yes.
now the sport has, come on, we have literally the most decorated player, female
Yep.
player
Yep.
in the sport. Who was the first lady that you can't remember that came into the sport?
Okay, so let me get you there.
Yeah.
So when we started everything in 2018, we didn't know that there was flag football in Nigeria,
Okay.
right? So at that point, we had no clue what flag football was, but we learned the sport. Keeping in mind, for me, I did a lot of research to the point that maybe when we got to season 1, I wrote the entire rule book myself, right? Everything, it was a whole process. So, but then at that point, we heard that there is a flag football league in Lagos. It's called Shitsuke.
She's so serious.
So we heard about them. We're like, oh, yo, it's crazy. This is what we're trying to do too. Why don't we give them a call? So I gave a call to Shitsuke, and I was able to connect with Bimbo. And during that process, that period, I was able to go to Lagos and I saw the league. So
What season were they on?
I don't even remember, but it was a very nice conversation. And Bimbo, he told me a lot of things, in terms of just,
He's a nice guy.
yeah, he's a pretty nice guy. So following that,
Sorry, is Bimbo the big light-skinned guy that wears glasses?
dark skin.
Dark skin.
Yes.
Yeah.
God damn.
So following everything, at that point we followed Shitsuke, everything was cool. And then we got a DM from one of their players. She's like, hey, listen, I'm coming to Abuja for a bit and I would like to train with you guys. All right, cool. This lady pulled up, short hair,
Damn.
right?
Damn.
Low cut, crazy baller, crazy on defense. At that point, better on offense. That was when we met Issy.
Easy Loma.
That was when we met Issy.
Okay.
Bro,
So Issy
this
is...
lady was Issy's friend.
No, that was Issy. That was the first time
Issy?
Issy came, yeah.
No way.
So of course there were a few ladies that were in and out at that period, but I think one of the key female players from AFFL was Issy. So because when Issy came, she pulled a lot of ladies into the
Issy,
league.
I remember Issy, man.
She pulled a lot of ladies into the program. So during that period, so Issy brought the likes of Dabo Green, and of course some
Nice.
other ladies
Shout
during
out
that
to
period.
Double Green.
Look at the league growing right in front of your eyes.
Like,
It was just growing.
Out and you've called like names,
Yeah,
Names.
for real, man.
but you
So-
haven't called Malik. I'm going to call you that.
So yeah,
Malik.
no, let me get you
Malik,
there.
yeah.
So for Malik, his situation was completely different.
Okay.
So for Malik, you know how Malik always banters on the group, right? So keep in mind, at that point, before we met Malik always bantered us online. It's just like, who the hell is this nigga?
As always been.
Right? And then we found out we actually played in the same league with Malik in Turkey.
Turkey.
Yeah. So Malik was in Cyprus. So he played for Emu Crows. But Malik was such a superstar in his team. He had his face on their team bus.
No way.
That's crazy.
So people like Jay Black,
I know
Pamo,
Pamo.
Malik brought them. They were all his teammates.
Pamo. You know
Yeah.
Pamo.
I remember.
they were his teammates. Right?
So at that point, when we started initially, of course it wasn't really fully flagged. We're still blocking and stuff. So when Malik came, he changed the entire perspective of what this sport is. Because Malik was literally breaking ankles from end zone to end zone.
Malik.
I experienced that firsthand.
Double before double,
Bro.
man, bro.
And Malik had a crazy ego, right? You tell it's Malik, baby, right? I will score
Malik,
on you,
baby, yeah.
and go and score
He
on
will
you.
tell you the route.
He will tell you what he's doing,
And I will score.
and he will score.
And he'll tell you the route of your players. What
Bro,
do you do?
Malik was
Yeah, trash talk
insane
Malik.
when he played in AFFL, man. Yeah, so Malik joining, he brought a lot of order,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Yeah, structure.
So Malik had a structured idea of what we are supposed to do. So he
Knowledge of flag.
Yeah, so
he had knowledge of flag as a sport. So of course, at that point, that's when we kicked off the infamous Laws group.
Oh,
There was a group called the Laws.
the laws.
So the laws. That's when we kicked off the laws, and the laws were a lot of these founding guys, and we basically came into that room to discuss rules, strategy, how we play, things like that, and everything. And that's basically how the structure kind of began, But one thing for sure about AFFL is that the very foundation of AFFL is what we are still riding on. That's, in my opinion, why we have survived this long, which is player first, right? We adjusted so many times to just ensure that players are more comfortable playing in the league.
Yeah.
But then at the same time also, it was more of the community building approach that we used. So we really, really cared about our individual selves, right? And that's how the very foundation of AFFL was. So as time went on, this foundation is, I think, what we have used till date to grow this community that we have.
Wow.
Yeah.
At this point, like, I'm tempted to end the show, like, no, congratulations. That's some Oscar
Yeah,
Awards
that's a little
speech.
history lesson right there.
That's history. Bro. Like this, like
Flag football heritage.
past questions and answers.
Yeah.
No. Speaking on, and I believe Cole and Asmau will agree with me. You can see like the origin of AFFL, how it started, and now there's a difference in terms of very different teams are associated with a style, with a mindset, with now at the beginning it looks like you bring this guy say, okay, I can get the flags. This other guy was like, I know the location. The next guy was like, I can bring the people. Isilomo came from Lagos, so there's a community. It looks like it's more of a community then than now. What has changed? Because now everyone is all about representing their team, representing their culture. This team is known for athleticism. This team is known for, swag. This team is known for late So what has changed?
I don't know.
I'm just like putting
Yeah, players are known for late coming.
That's so things. Yeah, because we've had situations in different seasons that there's a walkover, yada yada yada. Like the we'll talk about the rivalry part, but left to you, the question I'm asking is, in the past, it looks like a community was born, but right now, a community has been segregated. If you get what I mean, like a community, like each team doesn't really represent the AFFL community. Each team now represents their own particular community. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Does it represent your mindset of AFFL in 2018, or it's more like, it is what it is, man?
Yeah, so it's basically, it's a very tough question. It's a beautiful question. But I think we can see this from the angle of becoming a bit more professional as a program. When we started initially, you have to also look at the numbers, right? In our general league trainings, this is league, by the way, not teams. General league, we had like 20 people pulling up for scrimmages. You get my point? And now at this point, we have over 200. You get my point? So the thing is that, of course, while we can try to hold on to that, everybody has the league identity. I believe that it's more beautiful for people to come in and identify with teams within the league structure. Because the very foundation of what the league stands for still exists, right? We still don't permit smoking, right? We still don't permit some certain, languages in terms of like cursing and things like that. We don't permit things like that still. So everybody still follows those accords, those very foundations. Yeah, those core values of the league, everybody still follows that. And then you now come in and think, okay, what is my character? Am I a more, what do you call it, extroverted person? If I am, then maybe I should play for the Vikings because they like to do hangouts after games. You get my point?
Yeah.
So it's things like that. So even with new players that have been coming, whoever approaches me these days, what I tell them is, go on Instagram and see what team's culture fits you.
Yeah.
And then reach out to them. That fits better than come into the league and we will put you where we want to put you. No. Select where you believe fits your character. Because it's important also for people to express themselves fully while on the field. Right? It's important also for teams to have their own cultures, while the very foundation of the values that we have exist. So of course, it has changed, right? But then has it changed for bad or for good is the question. I believe it changed for the good. And why did it change for the good? Because now you're coming in and you don't want to follow the alpha's culture. You don't want to be like the alpha.
Let me hold you on that. Just that alpha.
I think you said that is correct.
Yeah. No,
No, and I'm just giving an example.
I know exactly.
To elaborate on that, because
I want my co-host and anchors to what he's saying. Asmau, do you totally agree or not?
I actually agree.
And tell me, why do you agree with what he has said?
I agree because, like you said, you need to find where you fit. If you don't fit in a particular space, just putting you generically, it doesn't make any sense. You end up not being interested, and then you stop maybe participating and all of that. But if you fit, for instance, like my team, I feel like that's like a family for me. So every other team doesn't entice me or wanting to move from that team to another. So that's basically
You
the
play for one of the strongest teams, so it makes your job very easy on you. So I'm not going to take you too serious on that. What about you, Cole? Like, at least, Cole, you've played for different teams, you've played for different leagues. How agreeable can you be with what Edie has said?
Honestly, I'm on the fence. To be honest.
So can I get your energy? Yeah, yeah. We recognize real. Yeah, yeah.
On the fence. I don't know why for certain like pinpoint what reason. But I just feel like yeah, like take for example what he said about maybe someone DMs you and then you say join another team. I'm like, well, if you're going to look at Instagrams, people want to join people with the highest trophies, right? Yeah. People want to win, so they join the people that are winning. You get me? So now you're just threatening an already strong team. And, well, of course, we have no control over that. And people do what they want to do because of the instruction you have given them. Commish. But, but anyways, what I'm saying is, that's why I'm on the fence because part of me also still likes it. That people can, I don't think I would just want any type of person in my team as well. Just I don't want the commission to say, "Hey, you take this person. This is your player now." I don't think I would like that also. So, yeah, anyone works.
I think agreeing with what you said, and I also have a snippet of what everyone has said. Left to me, how I joined flag football was that there was a draft, and I was fourth on the draft. Yeah, I'm not blowing my trumpet. Yeah, yeah, because we.
You are, but fourth is nothing to brag about. G.
I think you were top two, right? In your draft.
Nah, nigga, I wasn't drafted. I wasn't drafted. I wasn't drafted.
Embracing the history of how the teams began, yeah, we generated 4 teams, and at the stadium, everyone was always coming to the stadium. Then we had our first ever draft combined, the side by side.
Oh, I love the idea of a draft. Though. I haven't experienced it in a big.
Yeah, we did a draft in the beginning.
Yeah, the draft was done.
Yeah.
And it spread out different players, different teams.
Yeah.
So notwithstanding, at the end, nobody really knows what team will look like a particular style or culture than the other. So I thought maybe it's something we should keep on doing, because what's the point of having a combine when no team is really selecting? Yeah, and you know how they do it, and the lowest performing team from the previous season has the chance. You understand that kind of thing? So it makes the culture of flag football quite adaptable, because how I agree with you is that in the long run, in which is part of the questions I'm going to ask you, you are likely going to generate another team that will see that their style might not look like what the league is heading to, and that's because of how unified they've been in the long run. So it happened before. I'm not saying it's going to happen again, but eventually, if it happens again, we won't be surprised. Yeah. So how can we suppress that? That's the next question I'm going to ask you.
Are you like making me a dictator, right?
No, I'm not.
How do you suppress that?
I'm not making you a dictator. I'm not making you a dictator because, like, I went for an award, and as you know, saw Community of the Year. We've won the CEO Awards.
Yeah, we have.
Abuja Flag Football has won Sports, yada 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 of the year. But I looked at that Community of the Year, and the community represent like-minded community, an avenue whereby people do things together and what's not. Yeah, flag football back in the days used to be a community, but right now there's a demarcation of, this represents what I like, this represents what I like, and I feel as a community we should create a community whereby players can be exchanged, players can be, swap, interest, but, that's
Hey, like
the history.
this is
So-
like some ideal stuff. You get my point, and the
Maybe
truth-
he
the
needs to
truth
take
is
it to
that-
the laws.
Yeah, you need to take it to the laws.
The truth is that the laws is no more. But anyway, it doesn't exist anymore. But so the truth is that at one point, this was something that we really wanted to do, right? That's the main purpose, actually, of why the combine started.
Yeah.
Back to history again. First ever combine, of course, there were no teams, right? We were just doing Sunday madness every Sunday. Yeah, we come out, we play ball, we have fun, we go home. But we wanted to make it a bit more formal, and we started the league. So, of course, those 4 teams that we set up, it wasn't based on culture at that point. It was just like, oh, you and you set up a team, you and you set up a team. So we did that, and once the teams were set up, and the draft was hard, this was something that definitely we wanted to proceed with.
Yeah.
These were different things that we really wanted to do in the beginning. And what I mean is that at one point we started a little bit with the trading thing. We started a little bit. We're still doing the free agency. We're doing free agency still, but these were things that ended up becoming more secondary, because as time went on, it became a bit tougher to keep everything, in order, as you just mentioned. Right? I didn't know we were gonna have this conversation.
Yeah, man, it's history, man.
Yeah, I didn't know we were gonna have this conversation. But as time went on, priorities superseded other priorities. At one point, we just needed to survive.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
You get my point. At one point, we just needed to survive. But then at that period, like, I still have the documents of like how the draft structure goes, how the trading structure goes, how the free agency goes. Like, all those documents, we have them drafted up, right? But these are things that we tried to implement, and then one thing led to the other. Issues were had, and then it now became a secondary thing, So of course, these are things that we still are gonna do. I believe that this year we're gonna have a draft.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe that we're gonna have a draft this year. And to be honest, the reason why we need it the most this year was last season we saw teams that barely won a game, right? So they need the best young athletes out there. But then the truth of the matter is, something that
You can also trade after draft.
yeah, you can also trade after draft. But here's the thing: the issue here, Johnny, is that as time went on, everything ended up being Edie's problem.
Oh yes,
You get my point?
Yeah, it is the problem.
Yeah, so no, not it is the problem. I'm not the problem. I'm not the problem.
It is the problem.
But then the thing is that everything about the league became my problem, right? And yeah, and so this is me trying my best to kind of delegate, right? So let's say, for example, draft structure. I put the draft structure in place, right? The first draft we had, I was part of that team that ran the draft, right? The next draft we tried to have, I was still part of that team that tried to run it. But then at this point now, while hooked on finding money for the league, while hooked on ensuring the quality of the entire program is high, right? While hooked on ensuring vendors have arrived, right? These the smallest things. Like, we're trying to ensure all these things are happening. At the same time, I'm still being waited for to run the draft. I'm still being waited for to run the program that we are supposed to be running, right? So of course it is really, really difficult. And it's just the truth, right? It's really, really difficult to do it as one person. Because you can't be everywhere at the same time. Right? Keep in mind, I still have a 9 to 5. Right? While doing all of this. Yeah, Nigeria we did, And it's not like at any point in my life I ever got any financial benefits out of this program, right?
To our sponsors out there that are interested to sponsor Abuja Flag Football,
Please
please,
come and sponsor.
we need your partnership, collaboration. Follow
Yeah.
us on our Instagram, Abuja Flag Football. Follow all the 6 names of Abuja Flag Football. Send us a DM. Guess what? 2026 might be your year, might be our year. You know what we're talking about. Peace.
Yeah.
Like from all the people that you listed from the startup, seems like it's only Musti that's in the picture. So the call for delegation.
Musti and Babani.
And Babani, yes. So these are the only 2 people you're trusted, people that are beside you.
Oh, so here's the thing. When it comes to trust, right? Trust is a very, very shaky thing, right?
Yeah.
But belief is something that we have. I believe that not only Musti and Babani, like we have a whole managers platform. There are people who manage different aspects of the league. However, I'm also not a micromanager. I don't know how to micromanage people. So if basically right now we sit down, have a meeting, I write your JD, right? We discuss it, we plan it. I'm expecting you to just implement it. Like you don't need to come back to me again, right? Or I don't need to come back to you and asking you how far have you done this? Have you done that? You get my point?
Yeah.
So these are some of the issues that over time, I've personally faced from my side, whereby, I say, hey guys, let's get this draft going. This is the structure, this is that is that. But the question is like, okay, so who's running the draft? Like, hey, player manager, why don't you run this draft? And player manager is nowhere to be found. How far? Marketing manager. Let's market this league and put it up there. Marketing manager is nowhere to be found.
I think I know the marketing manager too.
I think I know him too.
I think
but then the truth is that, right? The truth is this. And this is the reason why I'm very, very patient about these things. At the end of the day, like I'm not paying you a salary.
Yeah.
You get my point? So you have your own priorities of your life. So that's why, it's always been step by step, right? Whenever people come to me with ideas, like I've heard there's no idea for flags that I've not heard in this world.
Yeah.
You get my point? But the truth is, I don't view this as a 5-year plan, right? I see AFFL as a lifetime project for myself personally.
Yeah.
Right? I see it as a lifetime project. And that's why, of course, you don't force things to happen. And of course, you're not paying anybody to do these jobs for you. So because you're not paying, right, number one, because you're not looking to be at the highest level in the next 2 years, right? Because you're taking it step by step. That's the reason why some of these things we would still look at as oversights that still need to be plugged in. So that's really what my mindset is about it.
I think everything you said is based on the present and the future. So let's take it back to the past. Let's take it back to the past. So
That's a real good life lesson, right?
yeah, life lesson. Yeah, we'll keep that. We'll take it bit by bit. So a good number of people know you as commissioner of flag football, but what people don't know is that this guy right here is one of the finest quarterbacks that the league has ever experienced, and he's a one-time champion as a quarterback.
Hey, was he in that season?
I was a coach.
I appreciate your honesty.
Coach, I actually broke my foot that season.
God damn!
Yeah,
God
I
damn!
broke my foot.
So he did as a quarterback back in the days for Team Alphas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about the whole quarterback. Yeah, that's one of the interesting positions played back in the days as a quarterback, and the numbers of quarterbacks we had then and now. What changed? Like the style of the game, that what kind of quarterback would you identify yourself? How would you play if every part of your body was working, like your feet, your hands? I don't know.
Like, I have to just
yeah, because he's broken his arm, his leg, his ankle.
Yeah,
he's not wearing glasses. Come on, man, bro. Like, come on, like.
So here's the thing, right? My foundation.
Yeah.
Right? My foundation of football.
Yeah.
I'm a cornerback.
Oh, okay.
Right? I played defensive back. That's my foundation. When we were in Turkey, I was actually, starting corner in my team.
That's so
Right.
much pride, yeah.
Yeah.
That means you were very fast.
I was very fast. I was
Okay.
very good.
Nice.
It was fast in the league too, yeah.
I had like
Nice.
crazy hops.
Who's the best cornerback in our league?
That's a question for me.
It's probably
General
Corner or safety or what? You play everything, man. Bro.
I play corner, bro.
probably this guy.
Cornerback, Cole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put Cole on my as the starter in my
Your
fantasy.
dream
AFFL
fantasy cornerback, Cole.
corners. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, carry on.
But here's the deal, right? Like back in the day, I know I was very, very good. However, I was also a very, very technical player,
Fair.
right? Like I studied the game like no man's business, right? So based on that, I think that was the reason why it was easy to transition and play QB.
Okay.
Because, as popular belief is that the QB is the most difficult position in football. I believe DB is the most difficult because you play reverse, right?
Okay.
So, in my opinion, the defensive back is the most difficult position in football. QB, yes, you need to calculate and everything, but I mean, you get a fine receiver, bro, you score, right?
Okay.
But if you're a corner and you're playing the best receiver, you will suffer, right? During my my end days as a player,
Oh.
right? God rest his soul, Toby.
Toby.
Toby, T50 embarrassed the hell out of, literally, T50 went, he was, listen, right, I was old, of course.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I was like, yo, I'm still a top
Top dog.
guy, yeah? I'm
No
still a top
way.
dog, right? So T50 just came in as if he was, going, going on the 5 and 8.
No way.
I was like, okay, let me just,
no way.
bro, before I knew it, I was flat on the floor.
No way.
T50 was in the end zone catching a touchdown.
No way.
You get me? That was part of my final days.
What happened?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't around when I heard about it, yeah.
Finished me. Literally, that was one of the days I was like, am I done? But then at the same time, that's actually what led to my broken leg.
No way.
Because after that happened with T50, I was like,
They kept on going.
no. I was like, nobody's flexing on me again.
No way.
So next game, literally, first few plays I got a pick on
Okay.
Panthers. And then I was going for another pick, and then the leg just... because in my mind, I was like, nobody's doing this again. So I was just leg just, yeah. So back to the main conversation. Back to the main conversation. As a QB, I believe that I was a good QB.
Yeah.
Something I like to brag about.
Yeah, I
is
think you're good.
So my team, the Alphas at that point, we were the ones who was first win of AFFL, right? The first game of AFFL we played against the then Malians, right? When Mavericks were Malians.
I played.
Now were you on that team?
No, I wasn't, but actually I attended the game.
It wasn't a tie. It
was
was
a
like
tie.
40-something 12 or something.
Okay, the actual league.
First ever game. Yeah.
Standard.
Yeah, because I remember on that day, Omo, Ali J and Juju, they were crazy.
Yeah.
They scored TDs back to back. We were just scoring this Malians team. Right? So at that point, I was like, yeah, you know what? I think I can play this QB. But then, of course, Buddy gave up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No way.
It lasted more than that season.
Yeah.
But then it was always a comeback journey, right? Yeah. So first season, I think playoff game against the Genghis at that point. That was when I broke my foot. The season after, I was out because of the broken foot. So season 3 I returned, and then season 3 I re-broke the foot. And then, that was Soho. And then season 4 I didn't play. And then season 5 I broke the knee.
Bro, man,
Yeah,
bro, you
so-
broke my bro, man.
So yeah, man. I was never a stable player. I was always on a comeback.
No
You know,
way.
it's like, yeah, let's get back. You get back, you play 1-2 games, get injured
You
again.
come back and you go back.
Come back. I was like, you know what, let me just go and coach. But yeah, but then in terms of QB quality, over time, we saw the game changing, right? Because it started with drawing plays on the spot,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Literally, players used to use the spine of the ball to design plays at that
Yes.
point, right?
Yeah.
It started from there to the point of now teams are watching other teams' tapes
Yeah.
and actually designing plays for teams, right? So we've definitely changed in that regard. So QBs are more technical now.
Yeah.
QBs are more professional, I think, now. I think just like how Vikings were embarrassed in the Community Shield last season.
Why do you have to use the word embarrassed?
Okay, what I mean by embarrassed.
Community
is-
Shield or
No, the beginning of the season.
on that
Beginning of the season, not
okay.
Community Shield. Beginning of season 8.
This guy.
Yeah, beginning of season 8. The reason why Vikings were embarrassed at the beginning of the season was because of a very, very small detail that they forgot to do. What was that? They didn't attend friendlies. Right? And let me tell you why that became a problem for Vikings and why it was easy for the Vikings to be beaten at that moment. The reason why was because, and this is just a personal opinion, the reason why was because rules were changed.
yeah.
Teams went and studied. And then teams wanted to train on those plays. That's why they did the friendlies. Right?
Okay.
But the Vikings did not train on those new rules.
The allegation was that the reason why we lost so heavily was because we didn't do friendlies. We didn't play friendlies to get acclimatized with the new rules.
I think that's one of.
It's not.
It was one of
Maybe.
the problems.
Oh,
Because
there are
The
many-
danger, to be honest.
Imagine if Vikings came in the friendly period, right?
Nothing would have
And then they hammered them in those two friendlies. You would find a way to adjust yourself going into the season. That's my point.
No. The only major in the rules was the one that we struggled with, at least, was the one of the handoff where you can't toss to anybody again. The running back has to like grab it, right? That was where Chingy didn't really get that, which was surprising because he was in when we were making the rules. He was there in the meeting. So, we just worked with because he was our rep. So he told us, and then we did it, and then we found out it's not working. So that's why I won't put it just on that. Just because someone loses heavily doesn't mean they don't know the rules. It's not because you don't know the rules that you lost heavily. Check even in the NFL.
Yeah, it's also
So it's not about
so many
so it's
things
not about
actually,
not knowing
beyond
the rules for me. Yeah, for
the
me it
rules
wasn't
were
about
not
not knowing the rules, but basically,
And it was raining.
It was also raining for the
don't
Mavericks.
blame the rain.
Hold up.
Mavericks got 40 something
You
with
thought
the
the rain
rain.
was no, he said one side was raining, the other side was raining. I think I'm a prof, man.
It was raining. Alright. When Nafa played Abuja All Stars,
They blame the rain.
it was raining. But those guys,
But that we have a better justification for that. That was the first time we ever played under the ring. I don't know for any other player, but that game.
No, but also
we've played a season.
We were scarred by day one. Do you remember Cole? the heavy rain.
I was on the team. I'm traumatized.
I'm not whining, but I feel the combination of the players at the time it was an issue because I don't know how long the players, you guys,
I think they
played.
trained like 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel they didn't really.
the chemistry
gel
wasn't really
there.
here.
It was mixed up. Or something.
And I feel like we had a number of players that all felt were good, but nobody really. Everybody had that pride, so we came in with that pride. Nobody wanted to like calm down.
everybody came with the idea that
They are the best players from their team,
our teams.
and they are the ones that are supposed to get the ball.
Exactly. Yeah. So I saw many things wrong with that.
Offense. On defense too, the voice was not unified. Yeah. Different voices.
So that's why if we're playing another state next time, it's going to be a different situation. We'll
Different.
probably just use one team and then add some pieces.
Embracing.
I don't agree with that one.
Embracing what you said. I had a feeling that. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about history because I'm going to tap from the history. Team Elites would have done a better job together against that Lagos team.
Elite would have rubbished them. Elite would have
Team
rubbished them.
Hayes was good, but I feel the untouchable quarterback then was Ike.
No,
So,
at that point, Hayes was an upcoming QB.
was an upcoming.
But then at the same time also, Ike decided to coach.
Yeah.
So after the thing ended, actually, Ike met me and said, man, my regret here that I didn't play.
Yeah, Ike would have.
You know?
Izu would have.
But yeah.
Those,
So we were looking out for him
But
to
he
kind
coached
of
now.
step.
He was the head coach.
He was.
Yeah, but you can't do much as a coach.
Oh yeah,
Players know what they
exactly.
play now.
Apparently, people had strong hair. They were not
Exactly, like I said.
People had strong hair. They were not listening. And at that point, I don't think Hayes also commanded the
Really
respect from
command,
players. If the Ike was QB, I'm sure players would have like toned down more. You know.
So in other words, Lagos, Kaduna, Port Harcourt, wherever you guys play flag football, if you're ready to face Abuja flag football, we have a team, we have a structure, and we'll take you guys 7 on 7, team A, team B, team C. I know I'm not being team A, but at least team B, team C. Yeah, so that's why you gotta give them some. Yeah, I need team B. I'll give it team B. Yeah. So it is what it is. So like now, ever since you sat comfortably at the position of commissioner, what has been, or which we've done 8 seasons. What season has been your most memorable season that this is something you would remember as a person? And I would like to also get you guys' point of view, respectively, as players. What season would you like this season was it for you? The highlights, the chemistry, the trash talk, the weather, the touchdown, the players, the caliber of players, and how it was, coordinated. What season would you like? Okay.
Well, firstly, I'll just correct you. I'm not as comfortable as you think on the commissioner's seat.
Yeah. Please pretend that you're comfortable.
But for me, I think the most memorable season was the season that our entire culture changed. And that was the Who's on Cole season. Season 6.
Yes.
Of course.
Who's on Cole? Yes, because
Cole was the superstar of that. Like, if there's a fan favorite,
That season changed.
that season was Cole.
He changed his life.
Yeah.
After that, he got married. Like everything good happened.
So if there is a more memorable season,
That's
it was season 6.
That was an anthem.
Because season 6, you must remember that season 1 to 5.
If I don't remember, must remember, what's going to happen to me?
You have to remember. So between season 1 to 5, we had issues that we thought were unfixable.
Shit.
Right. Number one, we didn't sell tickets.
Okay.
Right. Number two, I'm sure everybody is wondering why the league has automatically solved the cursing issue. We used to have a huge cursing issue.
Yo.
We used to have, a smokers issue.
Oh.
People used to smoke around the area.
For the kids.
Okay, hi kids. Hi kids. So this is the thing, right? Like during that period, we had so many issues between season 1 and 5. Of course, getting ourselves, understanding who we are. We had so many things that we really needed to adjust. We really needed to fix. We needed to work on. We also never charged tickets prior to that. We never brought a DJ prior to that.
Man, bro.
We never brought out the crowds that we brought out prior to that.
To that.
Yeah. So season 6 was, in my opinion, a very defining moment in the league's history. Not only because, of course, the whole thing happened, but
I said, what thing happened?
don't worry about it.
I don't want to pretend I know.
Don't worry
I
about
don't know
it.
what he's talking about.
But then it's not really about that thing.
You forgot that thing?
Yes.
What thing?
Just whisper.
Yeah.
Come on, Johnny. You can't be this slow.
Kids, don't be as slow as Johnny.
One team was no longer.
Was no longer in the league.
Come on.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
I can't
So,
forget.
but then the thing is that it wasn't actually because of that that it was a defining moment. Like whether they were there or not, it would have still changed. Because I think we got to a point after season 5, we got to a point that there was so much animosity in the league.
Yeah.
Like it was so hot. Yeah, like it was so hot. Because I remember clearly there was like, I think it was in season 5 that one of the teams decided to leave the game. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and it was that team.
Walkout, the walk-off. It was also on the same season that there was the whole ref-player beef.
Yeah.
Right? We had a reffing issue.
We've seen Shege with this league.
So that was also the season that we had like the reffing issue go to its peak, right? Where a player almost threw hands with a ref, right? so we have those situations that have happened, right? Yeah. So we've had that happen. We've had that happen, right? So season 6 came in as kind of like a refreshing time, like everybody. So one thing that I'm going to drop the secret, by the way, before I'm done talking about this. But one thing that I noticed that was key to season 6's success was because it just felt like a breath of fresh air, right? It literally felt like a breath of fresh air. But then the secret as to why it became a breath of fresh air, one may be led to believe, right, that it was because of that thing.
The way you're smiling.
No, that's the thing. A lot of people would think that was the reason why everything changed. It wasn't actually. And this is me speaking the truth to everybody. It wasn't.
So what was it?
What was it? Let me tell you something, right? You have a problem with a league that has maybe, I would say, youngest, maybe 18, 19-year-olds, all the way to like maybe 40, right?
God damn.
You have a league that has members like this, and they're all of different backgrounds, and they are all fighting each other, and they have all these issues happening, the cursing, the fighting, so many problems happening. What is the solution? So that was what we really, really tried to think about. So if you guys remember, in, I would say November, right? Because season was January, right? So November, League announced a combine. Do you guys remember? League announced a combine. How did everything change? We're just like, you know what? So I took my phone and I was like, let me give a call to FCT Education Board. Because NAFA introduced me to them. Education Board, how far? How possible is it for us to get some of your kids to come and train with us? How do you fix adults? Just put kids in the mix and it's fixed.
Literally,
Actually,
that's
I even think about
full-time AFFL.
Because the moment we called those guys, they're like, listen, are you willing to pay for transportation? Are you ready to fuel our bus? I said, yes. He's like, okay, how many kids do you want? I said, bring me 50. That combine, if you guys remember, we had 50 kids in attendance.
That was an amazing combine.
And it was an amazing,
That's called a
everybody
combine.
was so happy. Because number one, you are training, right? But then number two, you are mentoring.
The mentor, yeah.
And that was it.
I've never felt responsible
That
in my
was it.
life.
Until that
combine.
day, most likely, right? If you're an adult, regardless of what they do you, when you see a child, you change your face, right? And that was what fixed AFFL, in my opinion. So subsequent to that, as season 6 came in, for obvious reasons.
Shout out to Government Science Secondary School, Piakasa.
Yeah.
Someone from this side.
You guys did amazing.
What happened after that? We're like, okay, hi guys, how can we get these kids to attend every game? That was my next call.
Yeah.
And season 6, if you remember, why was the crowd side so loud? And why was the who's on call very loud?
the
Them
kids.
kids, my guy.
The children were enjoying it.
Kids.
Give them
You bring them kids, there's no adult that will behave like an idiot.
Yeah.
Because the moment you start behaving like an idiot, somebody that is on your side will be like, guy, there are children here, calm down.
Breathe.
Calm down. And that was it. AFFL became a family-friendly environment
Yeah.
going into season 6. And in my opinion, that's what filtered the league.
It's beautiful to
Yeah.
see also.
Yeah, we're
Players
actually
that-
working with time, and you've actually given us rich history of Abuja flag football, from the management point of view to the teams to your experience as a cornerback and all of that. And speaking of which, who are and you answered the founding pioneers of the league, the Musti, the Malik, and whatnot. But who has been? You have to give shout out to your supportive pioneers. Like you have to give shout out to them, yeah, because they will definitely be watching. They might not feel they've been recognized in some ways, very comfortable taking the back door and all of that. But certain players that ensure that the league has been sustained to this level. We need to know. Some of us don't know them. Some of us know them.
Okay. Of course, I would maybe be a little political
Yeah.
and say everybody,
Yes.
right?
Nice.
Everybody
Nice.
brought us to where we are today.
I'm looking for sponsorship.
Right.
So
There was a person last season that told me something, and I felt somehow. One of our players, they were like, "Oh, your league." I'm like, "My league? Who told you this is my league?" Right? "Oh, because I'm helping with the organizing." Nah, bruh, it's our league. Like this AFFL, we have literally, it's not Idris's blood only that is on Elamin's grass. It's not only Idris that broke his leg. It's not only Idris that cried about something in regards to AFFL. We've all been there. It's a shared journey,
nice.
right?
Nice.
But if we take it all the way back, of course, we have to give some special shout outs to people that I think I would call them like the revolutionaries of the league,
Okay.
right? Because when they came, a certain thing shifted, right? There were shifts that happened as time went on. So, of course, we can label the classic guys, Musti, Babani, Jimmy, Malik, Wale,
Isimolo.
Ike, Izu, Isi, Zara.
Yeah.
Zara brought so many people to the league.
No, there are lots, and
There are so many people, man.
there are many people to count.
We have so many people in AFFL, man. Like you don't even
The
understand.
community has
Right?
grown.
We are so big right now. Let me see. Chingy.
Chingy, yeah.
And now we're talking AFFL legends, right?
Legends, yeah. I think
Yeah,
that's the word for
Chingy.
it, legend. Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame. We're not at Hall of Fame
No, we're
yet.
not in Hall of Fame, yeah.
We haven't gotten to Hall of Fame
Hall of
yet.
Fame. We know who have
But
Hall.
special shout outs to all these people.
Shout out to Chingy, man.
Shout out to
1K.
Chingy. Juju. Juju
Juju,
Yeah,
and
Juju.
his 10 brothers.
Smith. Juju and his 10 brothers.
Yeah.
Juju was my NYSC roommate.
No way.
That's how we met. Yeah. Listen, quickly, this is only for AFFL Hall of Famers. They are the only ones that will remember this. But I have to give a special shout out to Jerry the Law.
Jerry!
Do you remember Jerry?
That guy!
Shout out Jerry the Lord.
That law. Bro. Jerry!
So the law was like this, right? Let me tell you something funny about the law. The law is like this, there's like as a foul happens, right? The law is like, foul this side, then they come and start no, this side. That's Jerry, right? He's like a very soft-spoken, calm guy that never played.
He never played.
He just came in and he reffed.
Like,
Very cool.
Jerry couldn't play the sport. That the
I
only
love
position
that
we could
nigga.
put him was like, okay, come and ref like
Yeah.
That's how he got to do it. He couldn't.
Yeah, so Jerry the Law. We have to give a special shout out to Jerry
Shout out
the
to
Law.
Jerry. Oh, Jerry, good time.
we have to also shout out some of the people we lost.
No, all that being said, because I'm running with
Okay,
the
go
question,
ahead.
but you can let it out. You can let it out because we have an interesting game we want you to play.
Oh,
This
okay.
Asmau is ready for you and want to, icebreaker. So we need
Okay.
to know how informed our one and only Mr. Idris is.
Well, first and foremost, I would just like to say that if you're looking for a space where you can freely come and discuss flag football issues, come to the Endzone Exchange. This is a very, very beautiful space, and the hosts are amazing. Secondly,
Period.
AFFL is here to stay. We are building more teams. We're building bigger initiatives. Our players, God willingly, some of them are going to have the opportunity to participate in the World Games this year, representing the country. So we are backing them fully. At the same time, we are looking at season 9 coming. We're looking at a possible second community shield this year, maybe. Yeah. And then there's one secret sauce that we might be dropping this year as well. So yeah, AFFL is coming in with brand new initiatives, nice ideas, and I don't believe the sky is the limit for us.
I don't believe so either.
Shout out.
Yes.
You have to play a game.
We have a little icebreaker.
Let's get
I
it.
have a number
Let's
of
get it.
questions. I think I have 5 questions.
Everyone answer is just
No, not just him. I mean, you get your own opportunity.
Hey, you
Don't
want to
worry.
answer a question?
I don't know. That's not man.
What
So many questions. Man.
is-
Yeah, let's have that game.
So, one of the, or should I say, our first question is, what's something you could do 5 years ago that you can't do today?
Play ball.
His answer is easy.
Come on, man. Play ball. Listen, right? My first and one and only true love is sports. It's playing. Like that, when that was stripped away from my life.
How old are you?
Bro, I'm just 20, man. You feel me? So it's sad that at 20 years old.
Yeah.
But yeah, playing for sure. Playing for sure. That's my biggest pain.
I know, right? Now you have to watch your younger.
Now you have to
brother
just
play.
watch people play.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But God had a different calling for you, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
probably a reason.
Comfortable sitting, Abby, in commissioner's.
All the others have fun.
Everybody has fun.
What about you, Johnny?
What thing that 5 years ago that I can't do now?
Yes.
I like you. Thing I can do 5 years ago that I can do now. Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question.
And it gets
Can we ask Cole? Because I think the answer is not. I don't want to go too personal.
Go personal.
Yeah, but that's
Don't worry, I'll give you a shoulder to cry on.
Okay, I'll circle back to him.
Yeah.
For me, I used to be like a ventriloquist. Like someone.
You're very
Someone-
flexible.
Yeah, I used to be able to like turn my
Like-
hands and
No
go
way.
back.
Oh, you're
back.
flexible.
Yeah, but now, man, bro, if I want to try it, my brain will be telling me, what if you hear cat? So I don't try it anymore. So yeah, I can't.
Okay, so for me, it's something similar to yours
Yeah.
because I used to wrap my leg around my neck and all of this, but
Holy shit.
I can't do any
That's
of that.
crazy.
Yeah. So, Johnny, you still haven't given us anything. You have.
Yeah, I think he's at the peak of his life right now.
I'm a late bloomer. So I can't relate. I'm like 5. I'm a late bloomer. I think 5 years ago I was passionate about water.
Okay. So,
No, we went to school. Though. Don't lie to people, bro.
okay, so if you're to come up with a new Olympic sport, Come up with a new Olympic sport in which you would definitely have a gold medal.
Something that I am number one in the world in.
Best of the commissions.
Yeah.
I think it is in the game of patience.
Oh.
If there is a game that can be invented for patience, that maybe you just sit down and like the whole world is like falling, I would literally just be calm. I think that is my Olympic sport.
Actually,
Yeah, I think when it comes to like just being patient and I don't know if it's natural. I think it's something that I developed over time. But literally, like, God forbid this building is burning, I'll walk out. Yeah.
Tough active.
Yeah, but we can still come back to Cole. Then you. So Cole, what do you have? What is?
Probably say sports.
That doesn't exist, right?
Yeah, it doesn't.
I don't know. Maybe listening to my wife.
Oh, shit. Nice.
That's
No,
a good one.
But there's a
That's the
but to
question I
that.
failed in my dinner.
Why? Because who else really listens to her, like, aside you?
That's
Like
why I'll get gold though.
exactly, because you're the only participant, most likely.
Those competing against other men who.
Okay, other men to listen to
You
their
need
wives.
to be competing.
I need to be competing.
Yes.
Okay.
At least you need to be competing to actually get the medal.
That's a tough question. I don't lie. Ah, God. Can you circle back?
I think me, in table of conversation, I think I can keep on talking.
You like
Of course you can.
Of course.
If it has to do with, aliens are coming to Earth and we need someone to talk to them, I'm ready to do that. Talk. Yeah. Talk if that's what you want.
Okay, so for me, I think mine would be being quiet. So I can actually go hours
No way.
without
Without saying a
talking.
word.
No way.
Please.
And it's because I'm around people that I get to talk constantly. But if I'm not, I go quiet for hours.
Wow.
I don't mind.
I wish I answered that one.
Talk to myself.
Psychodrama shit. What are you guys going through?
No,
Actually, there's nothing. That's the
Exactly,
thing. There's
it's
nothing going on. So why do you need to talk? There's no point.
Yeah, but what if you need to like talk to yourself? You just like go to the mirror. Hey man, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, 1 minute more.
Okay. So quickly, our last question would be: if you became a leader of a country, what will the press say about you? It's very different.
Not patient. If I became a leader of a country, I think the press would say, like, is this guy just trying to maybe change our economy into a sports economy? Yeah, because for me, it's just going to be all about sports.
Oh, that's nice.
So more than likely, the press is going to have a huge question mark on like my ability to control other sectors other than the sports sector. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I think the press will say, can we take our press? Can we take this guy serious?
Apt.
There's more coming. The press will not know it. When they take, there might be one coming, but I have to calm them. There's war, but not a bad war.
What about you, Cole?
The press will be like, man, this is the best country in the world.
Mm.
Yeah. Because we have the best president.
I think-
My deadline.
So lastly, for me, it will be. I think probably being too hardworking. I would say everybody will be on their toes, doing what they should be. Our last question will be: what if all your exes got together?
Good night, guys.
That if. It's a game. It's not that serious.
All your exes got together. What's one complaint they would all agree on?
think the one complaint that all my exes would have is my ADHD. Nobody can handle me when I go to my when I go to my high.
I would have said that. Yeah, because I relate to it.
Yeah.
I relate to that. He knows. Yes.
Maybe that's a general man problem.
Yeah.
Like when you get to your high, no one can really.
You need to give us something different.
Except my wife.
Except my ex-girlfriend.
Stupid.
Johnny, it's your turn. What do you have?
What was he complaining about?
Oh, they all agree on.
Agree.
What's one complaint they all agree on?
What? No what? Hold on. What would they agree on? What did they agree on?
That's what they all agree.
Yes. You are like,
Yes. Become serious.
Yep.
I agree. I agree. What about you, Cole?
For me, I think I have a bad calling habit. Like, yeah, I don't. They usually end up calling me before I get to call, and then it's a whole thing. Yeah.
Except your wife.
Except my wife, though. Except my wife, though. Yeah. She has changed that for me.
For me, it will probably be issues with communication. Actually, I don't like people disturbing me. Like it gets me irritated. Okay, if I speak now, later I don't want to speak again. It's like, yeah,
Are you working on it?
yeah, definitely. I'm trying to be more open in terms of communication. It's difficult. Something that balancing is it takes a while, but working on it. All right, that brings it to the end of our ice breaker.
Of this show. Well, thanks very much. It's always better. As the Endzone Exchange. And thank you very much for staying with us. Follow, like, subscribe our channel on Instagram, on YouTube, and who's going to be our next guest? I don't know. You don't know. We don't know. Do you know? You can never lose. So
Yeah, stay tuned.
the session is over. So stay tuned. This is our one and only Mr. Idris, our amazing host.
Asmau.
Asmau, amazing host Cole, and the one and only Johnny OG. See you next week. See you next time. Peace out.
Yeah.
Thank you.